How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Just popping everything, getting everything all ready here. All right. I'm so excited for tonight. How's everybody doing? Where are you watching from? Just gonna open this up here and just make sure we're good to go. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so for those who were having issues last time with the chat, there is a little thing at the top. It depends, I guess, if you're looking at your phone or if you're looking at on your laptop. But on the laptop, if you go to the chat button, it'll say top chat and it'll say live chat, and you want to go to live chat. So some people were having issues the last several times with the chat or being able to comment. So I'm sorry about that. I did everything I can on my side now to fix that. So if you're having issues, it might be that you need to log into YouTube or log into your Gmail account. And being on Chrome as well, Google Chrome can be helpful with this as well. So, ooh, we got cards flying out everywhere. Exciting times. So how are we doing? If you can try and just pop a little note in the chat, that would be really great. For those who don't know me, my name is Crystal Sayers and I'm the owner of New Beginnings Health and Wellness. And it is my pleasure to be your spiritual guide for tonight. I'm excited and I feel like actually like the consciousness of money and abundance wants to speak to us, which I'm excited about as well. So let's see how things go. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Lori. Hi, everyone. Wonderful to have you on. How's everybody doing? How's your day been? Lori says, little note, you cheeky thing. That's awesome. Hi from Airdrie. Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, we're going to get right into it. So for those, like I said, if you're just coming on right now, I am recording, so I've got two things running at the same time. So if you saw the setup in my house, it's hilarious. Yeah, so if you want to sort of be able to pop a note in the chat, let me know that you're here. That also helps you know that you can type messages there. So I think I fixed the issue on my end to allow for anyone, whether you're a subscriber or not, to make comments. And I definitely would encourage you to like the video. And if you like what you see tonight, subscribe. I'm on most Wednesday nights, except next week will be a Thursday because I have something going on next Wednesday night, but 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern. And I do everything from like teaching, sharing tips. Last week we did stuff on like intuition and how do we move through fear stuff. So there's a couple videos from last week as well. And once or twice a month, I will be doing readings like this, mini readings, energy healing, whatever we need. And yeah, I'm excited. So I feel like earlier this evening when I was tuning in, it was like I was hearing this really interesting high-pitched frequency and I'm like, what is that? And I just heard like it's the frequency of abundance. So I feel like we're going to be talking about some things going on around money tonight for people. So excited to have you on. Okay, so we already need to block somebody. All right. Okay. Hi, everybody. Great to have you here. All right. Thanks for your patience. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, as I'm getting the YouTube channel and stuff like that going, I don't have a moderator. So if anybody decides they want to be a moderator for me on Wednesday nights, I would greatly appreciate that because I don't want inappropriate comments and people in the chat. Okay. All right, so let's get going. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to like those that I feel drawn to. Some of the messages you might actually feel like they well, like are applicable to you as well. So feel free to take whatever really resonates with you. Hi, Sandra. Great to have you on. Lovely. All right. So I'm just feeling drawn to Carrie. So hi, Carrie. Nice to see you. So let's see what's going on for Carrie. Okay, so Carrie, the card that that I pulled here for you is the Seven of Cups. So you can see this person is like they're thinking a lot about what they're doing, what they're going to choose. So this actually is around things that they want to do, as well as like emotions. It's connected to relationships as well. So yeah, so it just feels like there's a lot of opportunity. So that blue sky, there's opportunity for some things, but you're in a time of contemplation, and it feels like you're weighing things out. So let's just see, how can we help Carrie receive some clarity? Beautiful, beautiful. Clarity. Clarity for Carrie. What's going to help her make her decision? Okay, so this is a zodiac deck, and it's Cancer is the is the astrological sign. There we go. And what's coming up is sensitive. So what I'm hearing from Spirit, Carrie, is to allow yourself the ability to be sensitive, and that sensitivity, I feel like your guides are just wanting to encourage you to know that the sensitivity that you might be feeling around a particular issue, especially it feels like a relationship issue, is actually a gift, and the sensitivity actually can lead to some healing for you. And so it's really offering an opportunity for some nurture and some healing so that you can get clarity on your next decision and what it is you would actually like to do moving forward. So I hope that is helpful for you, Carrie. Great to have you on. Thank you everybody for watching, for being here with me. It would be nothing without you, you know that, right? It's so much fun. I love doing this. I absolutely love it. Okay, Lori. Lori is next. Hello, Lori. What does Spirit have to say to Lori? Okay, so I'm just getting to use the Zodiac deck as well. And what comes up is conjunction, and it's the word union for you, Lori. So this is a time for you to be in perfect union and oneness with yourself, but also with Spirit as well, with Source, your angels and guides as well. And I'm just hearing them saying, we're leading you, and don't worry. They're bringing up some stuff around fear, and they're just saying, act as if. That's what I'm hearing. Act as if it will serve you well. That's what I'm hearing. Act as if. And let's just see what needs to move out of the way to make it a little bit easier for Lori to be able to act as if, so that that becomes her new reality. I feel like you're good at this, but we need to find out what's blocking you. What's the blockage? So the Ace of Pentacles comes up. So Pentacles is about manifestation in your physical world. So the word coming up here, and I know we've talked about this before, is embodiment. So it's the embodiment, and what's coming up is a new opportunity. And I'm just hearing the guides say, just get out of the way. Get out of the way so the new opportunity can come. So you want to be in that space of union, that space of surrender, yielding, and flow, and a new opportunity is going to actually pop in for you. And we were talking about sort of money. And interestingly enough, when I tune into the consciousness of money, I hear money say to you, Lori, we're not friends. We need to become better friends. We need to become better friends. And so this is a reminder, not just for the person that I'm reading for, but also for everyone. You guys, money is not real. It's something we made up. Okay, so if we feel in any way that we are lower than the ability to achieve what we want, or to make a certain amount of money, or to, that type of thing where we feel off balance, what happens actually is we'll continually be feeling like we're not measuring up and we need to come up to that level. Bring money down to where it belongs. It's money is an energy. Money is your friend. Lori, money is meant to be your friend. I love this. I asked money to stay for free in my home as long as it wants. I love it. Yeah, right. So we want to open up to abundance. And again, sometimes it's not even just money, it's abundance. It's the abundance, it's connections, it's favor with people, favor in situations, right? So we're working with an energy. And yeah, so I just getting this thing, Lori, around something about giving and receiving. So it's like there's something around that's blocking related to the receiving of money. And this is where money is coming in saying, we're not really good friends, right? So it's like one friend is higher in status than the other, and it needs to actually come into balance. So it's like two people showing up at the table, right, as colleagues, as opposed to like the parent and the child, like money having sort of money being over you. Money is not over us. Money is an energy. It can be over us if we give it that much power, but this is about coming into alignment internally with the whole thing around abundance, because you are abundance. You are abundant. Yes. And then, and the thing that's blocking is some emotional stuff, Lori. So just allowing that shift within the emotions. And I just keep hearing, see yourselves, you and money, you and abundance, as equals instead of one, instead of a hierarchy. So I hope that helps others too, because a lot of times we can feel this way as well. Hello, Tracy. Hi, nice to see you. Hello, Sheila. Great to have you on. So Lori says, okay, let me do more work on this and do some clearing. You know what? Here's what I'm getting. Go clean out your junk drawer or something. Go clean something out to make space for abundance to come in. So cleaning a space, even a drawer or a closet or something like this, is a great way for us to make space for new energy to come in. So I feel like it's not about just having to go deeper. I feel like they're just like, let's not overcomplicate this. Just go make space for new energy to come in. And so that's a great way. Just go clean out a drawer or something and make space. Use your intention with that. Yeah. Oh, so you can't see me because the photo is is this better? Can everybody see me now? Hopefully that's a little better. Okay. I think that's a bit better. Okay, so for those who have just come on and you're not able to comment in the chats, if you hit the, there's one that says top chat and another one that says live chat. Go to the live chat. If you're on your computer, you probably want to be on like a Google Chrome and logged into your YouTube or Gmail account in order to have access to messages. Oh, you can't see the cards. Yeah, that's okay. No worries. All right, so let's see who's next. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you on. Hi. Let's go to Melissa. Melissa. I'm getting activation, but I don't have the activation deck. Okay, so what I'm getting actually is what needs to be activated for Melissa to move forward. So if you guys have specific questions, you're welcome to pop your questions in the chat as well. And for those who are just hopping on, I really felt like the consciousness of money and abundance wanted to come and actually speak to us tonight. So we got a little bit of a message here as we were doing a bit of a reading for Lori. Lovely. All right. Okay, great. Okay, so let's just see what comes up for Melissa. What does Melissa need to know about abundance? That's what I'm hearing is a question. What does she need to know about abundance? I'm just hearing the words. It's here for you. It's here for you. Yeah, what's really interesting is What comes up is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is around like our sense of destiny, purpose, things opening up, lots of new opportunities are opening up for you. And I feel like there's a feeling of like, the word that comes up is like depletion, or like the sense of maybe you've thought maybe I don't have as many opportunities as I had hoped or wanted, and what's coming up is a lot of opportunity for you. And let's just see, what does she need for clarity? These are like massive cards, but I kept getting called to use this astrological deck. And so what's going to be helpful for Melissa to know? So it must be a theme. Emotions are coming up, the moon. And of course, you know, we've just had moon stuff going on as well, and a lunar eclipse and all that fun stuff. So if you're feeling a little bit weird or a little discombobulated this week, that could be why. But the moon is all about the letting go, or the seeing through the illusion. So this is about seeing through the illusion, and part of what's keeping things in an illusion for you is emotions. Emotions are clouding things for you. And so you're being asked to just take a look at what emotions are being themed for you or coming up regularly, and to look at it and just go into that space of creating safety for the inner child that needs to work through some emotional things. That's going to help them and help the subconscious mind to actually get on board with these new opportunities and new things that are opening up for you. So illumination coming up for you. And I'm just getting to pull another card as well. And what you're coming into is, Melissa, is the King of Wands. This is about your passion, your desires. It's a masculine energy. It relates to being able to move, to think clearly, to make clear decisions, and then also to have a sense of health, or a healthy sense of control related to what's going on environmentally for you, but also related to moving in the direction of your inspiration. So know that there's opportunities coming up, and you're just being called to take a look at some of the emotional things that are kind of causing a lack of illumination for you to be able to see that. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if that makes sense. Awesome. Okay, who else do we have here? Tracy Snape, if you are here. Tracy. Okay, great to see you on. All right. I'm going to go to a different deck for Tracy. Beautiful. Melissa says thank you. You are welcome. It's my pleasure. I feel like we're a little bit too much in our heads. Can everybody just like take a deep breath and like bring your attention from your head, just bring it down into your heart space. And if you're open to receiving, I'm just going to ground us a little bit. So I'm going to put like a grounding plate underneath us. Just take a few deep breaths. You might even feel, I see some people like yawning and like things like that. So you're going to relax a little bit more. We're coming into the parasympathetic. So relaxing the nervous system, a few deep breaths. And there we are. Very good. How do you feel? Beautiful energy. Thanks. Awesome, Tracy. I'm excited for you. Let's see, what does Tracy need to know? I feel like, again, this is around abundance for you. Oh, so you're being called. So this one here relates to the Tower. So the Tower is associated with a lot of change or unexpected events, but it's also an opportunity for beautiful transformation. So if you haven't just gone through it, you're about to go through something that is going to feel, you know, like a significant change for you. And you're being called to courage, to faith, and to a fighting spirit. So not fighting people, but a spirit that is like willing to stand and to step forward. So you're being called out of hiddenness in the midst of this beautiful change, and abundance is going to flow as a result for you. And let's just see what else would help her, or what else would serve her in being able to take this step and to be able to embrace this change with more ease? Yeah, I'm just hearing like nervous system response. So some stuff around your nervous system, working on moving from sort of survival brain, anything like that, or like, you know, when we get into sort of fear mode, or like trying to figure out all the details in our head, got to drop down into the heart so you can live from the heart, living from your intuition, which is going to help support you in actually creating a new level of safety and trust internally. And what I'm seeing from this is what's coming is, again, speaking about coming out of hiddenness for you, the sun is all about prosperity and shining your light. So it's stepping out into the new thing. And actually, by stepping out into the new thing, you're going to have an abundance of connections. I don't know if you own a business. I feel like you have, so either if you don't own a business, you have an idea for a business, and it's like time to shine. It's your time to shine and to step out. And the outcome, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So the outcome is another Tower card from 2 different decks. So again, big change, beautiful transformation, right? So sometimes we can go through difficult things, but we have a massively amazing transformation that comes out of that. And that transformation is about you prospering and shining, letting your light shine, no longer hiding. So, and there's with this Tower is a masculine energy here as well. So the ability to step into the masculine energy, which is going to support clarity, decision making, as well as the ability to move forward with courage, right? So that I will energy, which is within the solar plexus chakra. So I hope that helps. Beautiful, beautiful. Hello, everybody. Great to see you on here. Okay, let's go to Sandra. Sandra, how's Sandra tonight? Great to see everybody here. If you're just hopping on, feel free, just pop a note in the chat. Let me know you're here. If you're here and you can pop a note in the chat, I'm happy to give as many as possible a reading or some energy healing if you need healing. If you have a question, feel free to pop your question in the chat as well. Oh, Sandra, boy, we got stuff popping out like crazy here. Okay, so for Sandra, what comes up is the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles is really about taking a look. So if you can see, she doesn't know that she's got the key to the door, which leads to the manifestation of abundance. Number 5 is also the number of change and transformation. So again, you're going through transformation, and there's a door in front of you, and there's the feeling of you thinking or believing that it's locked, but it's actually not. You're being called by your angels and guides. Look around, see the resources that you have. I feel like you're wanting to do something. So again, this is connecting in with abundance, and it feels like there's a connection to home as well for you with this. So there's something around the door, the door, the door. I just keep hearing like new opportunities, but you got to step outside that. You got to step outside of your home. I feel like you want to be a little bit of a hermit. You might even be coming into a bit of a hermit, or not in a negative way. I mean, hermit as in sort of like pulling away a little bit from people, which is not always a bad thing, because it can serve us in terms of reflection and getting clarity and that kind of thing. Excuse me, but I feel like this winter for you, Sandra, is like you sort of will feel a little bit like you want to pull in, but I feel like your guides are actually saying don't. You need to actually push out and make sure you're getting out and doing fun things. And let's see what the result will be as you do this. The result is going to be, well, first of all, what comes up is the temptation. So we got the devil coming up. This is the temptation for sabotaging, self-sabotaging, and you're being called not to do that. You can choose, of course, but this is an opportunity for you to step into your power. And It feels like there's a bit of a fear around destruction, but it's more like a mind thing that is going on. So it's sort of like mind game stuff going on, and you're being called to shift out of that. That's why it feels like that's why you are going to need more people as you're coming into this next season. And the result of this is going to be the High Priestess. So this is access to higher wisdom and a feminine energy that allows things flow. Oh, I feel like if you don't already have love in your life, you've got love coming in. So there's, I'm just hearing like the song Love is in the Air. So something going on there. That's, they're like, that's also why you need to get out more. That's so cute. Hopefully that helps you, Sandra. Many blessings. Thank you so much for being on and for watching tonight. Great, great, great. Hello, Seashell. Great to have you here. Okay, let's go to Sheila. Hello, Sheila. Hello, hello. Let's see what's going on. I feel like for you, again, lots of this stuff tonight is around abundance. It's like, what's stopping our abundance, or what's the obstacle to our abundance, or stepping in. For you, it's like stepping into the new thing. What's the obstacle related to that? Okay, so what comes up is the High Priestess again, which came from another deck as well for Sandra. But for you, what's coming up with this is just listening, is moments of not seeing or knowing what you truly have access to. So I'm just hearing there is great power in your words, in kindness and compassion for yourself. And as you give that to yourself, that will also, you will be able to give it to others in a deeper way. And I feel like your guides are also saying that sympathy is not the same as empathy. Sympathy takes us down into a victim state of consciousness, which I feel like you have such a big heart. And so the sort of sometimes being pulled into other people's stuff. And this is more around sort of shifting to compassion or shifting to empathy, which will support you in being able to offer somebody who may be in that sort of victim state of consciousness. So when I say victim state of consciousness, it's like, life is happening to me. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? You know, everything's happening to me as opposed to by me or through me, you know, or as me. And so there's these different stages of awareness and spiritual growth. And so you're just being called to remain in a higher state of consciousness that is going to serve you, because you need that access to higher wisdom that's going to give you the information that you need. But I also feel like they're saying, don't be overly spiritual about things, because everything is spiritual. So just understand that everything you do is spiritual, right? You are a spirit. That is who you are. So therefore, everything is spiritual. So I feel like they're saying don't compartmentalize, like don't label this as this and this is spiritual, this is not spiritual. It's all spiritual. And they just want me to pull another card here from, you're welcome, Sandra. You're welcome. Just pulling a card here from the Gilded Tarot to see what's coming up here, as well as an obstacle. So the obstacle is what's coming up is the Ten of Swords. So this is around your thinking, your truth, speaking your truth. You can see this person is extremely tired, and tens represent the end of a cycle. So you're coming to the end of a cycle, but it relates to your thinking. So however you've been thinking that is no longer serving, you're going to shift out of that, and you're going to really find your voice again. I feel like there's voice coming forward for you. And the outcome of that is the Chariot, which represents victory. So you're going to experience beautiful victory internally, but I'm also hearing and in your physical world as well. So just trust, I'm hearing trust the process, Sheila. Trust the process and understand that everything is spiritual, no matter what phase or realm you're doing it from. It's all spiritual because you're a spirit being. Beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully that helps. How's everybody doing? We all good so far? Okay. Let's go to Michelle. Michelle, if you are still here, let's go to Michelle. You're welcome, Sheila. My pleasure, my pleasure. I feel like we should have some like fun tunes on, but for whatever reason, I cannot seem to get my player to do it without everything skipping and jumping. Michelle, let's see what's coming up for Michelle around abundance. I guess we're on the theme of abundance tonight, everyone. Which, I mean, you know, abundance can mean so many things. Ooh, you know what I'm hearing for you, Michelle? And this may be relevant to others as well. To tune into the consciousness of money or the energy of money. What I'm hearing is it's like merge with money. Merge with, as if like step into, how do I explain this? Please help me explain this. So it's like you need to become money. There we go. You need to become money. Pretend you were money for a moment. What does money want? What is money asking from you right now? Is money wanting to be spent on you, some self-care? I hear yes, something self-care wise. It almost feels like you need a little shopping, little retail therapy. There we go. Michelle needs retail therapy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's coming up. Yeah, so this is the 9 of Cups. You need some retail therapy because you need to celebrate your achievements. Your guides are saying, look how far you've come. Just stop and pause and look back at everything that you have achieved. It's time to celebrate. Always shopping, Amazon loves me. This is like you need to go into a store. Like it feels like you need to go into a store and find like a cute skirt or a little top or something like that. Like you need to physically go somewhere and do this sort of retail therapy as like a way of really truly celebrating you. I feel like that's important for you. And then under the deck is, you know, when I was just asking, what's the obstacle here? This person is contemplating. So it's a lot of sort of things going on in the mind, a lot of thoughts. And what's coming in actually is some intuitive stuff, speaking up, bringing your voice forward, as well as the feeling of trusting. I'm just hearing trust the process, whatever that is for. Trust the process. It's going to be okay. So you did just shop. So maybe that's enough then. I don't know. Sometimes they show me things, you know, they don't give me timing as if you just did it or not. So I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So trust the process. So this person's laying down and they're relaxing. And this is more about the mind and the mental chatter. So celebrate your achievements. You've come a long way, my friend. Awesome. I hope that helps. Great. Okay. Who's next here? How about Elena? I hope I'm saying your name right. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you everyone for joining. Are we having so much fun? I love this. I just love being able to share messages. I've always loved it. Even in my faith background, I always loved being able to share messages from source. Okay, so I'm just getting Gilded Tarot for you too. Elena, hey, that's right. Yay! I hope you're doing awesome. Okay, let's see what's coming up for Elena. What does she need to know? Something about work for you. Oh, you have the Queen of Pentacles coming up. So this is really about the manifestation of things in your physical world coming up. So I felt like this is connected to your work. You are a queen. You are a queen. It is time to embrace your queen qualities, the queen archetype. I feel like this is something that you've been working on as well. There's a feeling of benevolence here as well. So compassion and lovingness, that's a word, and kindness. But this green, she's living from her heart. So you're related to your work. You're being called to live from your heart and take stuff related to work that is very much connected to who you really are. And I'm hearing your guides just saying you will be satisfied. That there will be great contentment and great satisfaction in that. Not only that, but abundance. So there's abundance coming in. And when I tune into the consciousness of, of abundance, don't mind, sometimes the burping actually is things being released, you guys. I know this sounds funny, but sometimes, we yawn and there's all kinds of funny things when we do energy work. So even though I'm talking to you, things are shifting. That's part of this process too. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just see here. There's something related to the consciousness of money. I have the word seller coming up. Do you have a seller in your house? Or maybe it's somebody who is a seller. I'm just not sure if it's, sometimes I get a bit of a play on words. Do you have a seller in your house? Or a basement, I guess. But they didn't say basement specifically, but it's the feeling of like needing to clean out the cellar or needing to clean out the basement. It's like, so as I'm tuning into the consciousness of money and abundance, what I'm hearing is too much stuff. You have too much stuff. This is not a judgment, but it just feels like, oh, okay, so the basement needs a reno. There you go. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's like there's too much stuff in there and you need to clear things out to create. So I feel like you're getting the go ahead to do the reno on the basement. That's what it feels like. It's like you're being encouraged to clear the energy there, to clear things energetically and recreate it. And that is going to open up something new. Are you planning to put a renter there in the basement? Is that the type of, feels like it's a money-making opportunity for you. So I hope that makes sense. Sometimes the words that they give me is like, oh, okay, I'm not exactly sure what this means. And let's see what the outcome is going to be. Yes, so there is an opportunity for that. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is a great way. I'm just getting, you're creating money, you're creating abundance, you're creating an opportunity for advancement. And not only that, remember that you're also providing a place for someone else to live from and to create their own abundance from. So I feel like your guides are saying, don't forget, this is really not just about you. This is a way that you can serve someone else so that there's an energetic exchange that is taking place financially or in an abundance type of way, some sort of an exchange. So that is going to allow you to be able to move through what you need to do. Again, it feels like stability. So you're creating some stability by preparing that space. Beautiful. Hi, Shelly. Oh, you're on your kids thing. Fun. And for Elena, the outcome is going to be, look at this. This is the 6 of Cups. So a lot of childlikeness, opportunity for play, opportunity. This also is about sort of being able to look at the past, like it's connections to our family roots and things like that as well. So as we're cleaning some things out, I feel like you're going to have there's some childhood memory stuff that's going to be coming forward and is going to be bringing in the childlikeness as you're redoing your basement. That's going to actually allow you to step into a new energy. It's going to be energizing for you. And I feel like your guys are like, don't think that this is just a big task. Ask for help and you're going to be energized. Again, they're bringing up something that they had said to someone else. It's like, think, this is easy, this is simple, this is fun, right? It's fun. This is fun. This is creation. Not only am I creating for myself, my family, but I'm also creating something for someone else to step into as well. So just really, really beautiful. Hello, Helen. So I hope that helps, Elena. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm just seeing who else I'm drawn to. Ashish. Okay, let's see Ashish. Let's see what's coming up. Oh, I'm getting Gilded Tarot for you too. Okay, so I'm tuning into the energy of abundance related to a relationship. What I'm hearing is that, hello ES. What I'm hearing, Ashish, is that, first of all, there are many people who could be matched with you, or that you could be matched with. Okay, so there's not a shortage. There is not a shortage in people who would be appropriate for a relationship. What I'm hearing though is they're not in your circle right now, and what they're showing me is your circle is too small. So you need to expand your circle and make it bigger. And funny enough, they're saying like think global. I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you, but it's like expand, think global, bring your awareness into a global awareness. So that's like bigger picture, big picture. They're saying go out and do some things. Do things that you wouldn't normally do. Like I see you in a coffee shop. I see you meeting somebody in a little coffee shop somewhere, or making connections with people. So it's like just expanding. I just hear it's like expand your territory, if that makes sense. So let's see what comes up for you as well around a relationship. That's so funny. The song that I'm hearing is that one that's like, it's raining men, hallelujah. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like there's no shortage. There's no shortage of suitable soulmates for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's like be calm, love yourself. You're being called to really just love yourself. If you love yourself, then that is the energy that you're going to project. You're not going to project a feeling of desperation to be in a relationship. That will repel people energetically. Even if you are not sort of like putting that out there, energetically people will pick up on whatever it is you're projecting. So work on the loving yourself, right? Really accepting yourself as single. And I feel like there's a little thing that you can say. It's like, what I'm hearing is, oh, I just lost it. Please bring it back. Just see. Oh, it's this. I don't need a relationship, but I would like to be in one. I don't need it, but I want one, right? It's like, it's not so shift the energy or shift your perspective, moving from I need to be in a relationship. So you're in lack when you do that. When we're in the energy of lack, we will continue to actually attract more lack because that's what we're projecting. So instead, while you're in this space of like, can it happen for me? This is the same thing with abundance or money, you guys. So let's say you want to go on a trip somewhere, or let's say you need to pay your rent, whatever it may be, or you're wanting to be in a relationship. I don't need to be in a relationship, or I don't need that $2,000 for rent, but I want that. I would like that. So we shift from need, starting to move from need into a space of, but this is a desire that I have. So it opens things up a little bit more energetically. So we're not hanging on so tight to something that we might need. You might need to pay your bills. You might really, need some support from a relationship, but instead shift it and say, I don't need that, but I want that. And then what if you shifted from, I don't want that, I already have that. So that's the next piece. So sitting in the energy of already, what are you already doing? Who are you being in a relationship? Become that person. Become that person now as a single person. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out for dinner. Take yourself out. Enjoy time with yourself. That kind of energy is then what people will begin to pick up on, and you may just find your person right around the corner. It's very possible. So I hope that makes sense. Card coming out for you is the Three of Wands. So this is our desire, our passion is stepping forward. There's a need to journey a little bit more with yourself. And as you do that, you're going to receive what it is that you are desiring. So what if you stop saying there's a shortage of, you know, whatever type of person you're interested in, and say, man, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. What happens? We start becoming aware of, wow, this type of person is everywhere. They're everywhere in my field already. And so then what happens, the universe actually begins to shift things for you. And now instead of lack, you're like, oh my goodness, there's so many, right? So same thing with money. We can, these are very translatable types of ways for us to work with the energy of abundance, right? Relationships, connections, the abundance of health, right? All of those things. Beautiful. Okay, let's see who else. Shelly. Okay, let's see what's coming on. What's coming online for abundance for Shelly? There's something that you are wanting, and I'm hearing that's not it. If that makes sense. That's not it. That's not it. It's related to work. So something that connected to what you're wanting, I'm just hearing that's not it. There's something better out there for you that you can manifest if you'll wait a little bit longer. I just have that song, please, please stay just a little bit longer. Y'all didn't know I was coming to serenade you tonight, right? Let's see what else comes up for Shelly. You are welcome, Ashish. You're welcome. Don't just hang in there. Have fun with yourself. Go have some fun. Go have some fun. Let off a little steam. Shelly, the Queen of Wands. This is all about desire. This is all about the reason why I'm hearing not it is because it's not quite in alignment with your passion, your desire. And this is also showing that you're going to come into a time of great security. So it's Queen energy. And I feel like it's like you're looking at a situation like you're, again, like a child coming to the table, waiting to be asked to or chosen or, you know, that kind of thing. And so you're being asked to actually shift your energy. You figured it's not meant to be. Yeah. Shift your energy. You're being called to be the queen, not to be the child. Funny enough, you know, you're on your kid's iPad. I think it's hilarious. So anyway, that is interesting. So the energy you're being called to step into is the queen energy. Step into the archetype. Imagine, who is a queen? How does she hold herself? What does she do? How does she dress? What does she wear? What does she think about? What does she say? How does she present herself to others? So you're being called to step up into a much bigger role. And it's more to do with being in alignment with who you are as queen energy. And let's see what's coming up here. Yeah, the end of a cycle for you, Shelly. So the end of a cycle, it is connected to desire or inspirations, but the 10 of Wands, this person is very tired. So there's a lot of fatigue as they're trying to come into alignment. And what I'm hearing is just, again, keep it really, really simple. Keep things really simple. And the next card coming up is the Eight of Swords. So this is about, you can't see the abundance that you have. You're not seeing what's around you, but it's more of a mind emotional type of thing. So she's like tied up. And this is just showing she's got a blindfold on. So she can't see what's around her. And again, this is about coming into the expression of your voice. A lot of throat chakra energy here, as well as the intuitive piece. So as you come into that and realize that, you're going to I just see you being released into something. I'm hearing the word manager, actually, like a managerial type of role, something that actually will challenge you a little bit more. And just as a confirmation of like the outcome as you're moving through this process is the sun. So the sun is about purpose, vision, and self-mastery. So you're coming into a time of shining. You're coming into a time of being seen. And it's really about the alignment of who you are, this queen type of energy, melding and matching that together. Lots of strength. This is also very much solar plexus chakra energy. This is you stepping out. It's the courage, the will, the desire to step forward and to be seen. Again, coming out of hiddenness. So I hope that helps. Beautiful. Not sure how to do it. Well, let's just ask. What would be helpful for Shelley to be able to step into this queen energy? Okay, so you got the Six of Cups today as well. This is about loyalty, being loyal to what you love. So number one, be loyal to what you love. And number two, you can see there's children and stuff in the background. This guy's actually thinking about his childhood. So there's a connection. There's a connection to the childhood. One is a positive piece, and the other part is about letting go of something related to your childhood that is keeping you from being loyal to what is really important to you, loyal to what you love. And I just hear the word people pleasing. So some of that, again, it feels like a childhood wound or something like that around people pleasing. And the moment you decide to stop that and you'll step into your that queen energy, you call the shots. The queen calls the shots, right? Not just sort of your typical person. So you're calling the shots on your life. So this is how you step into it. So ask the question, and this is a great question for all of us. Where am I not calling the shots in my own life? Where am I allowing others to make decisions for me? And I'm abdicating that responsibility. Start taking responsibility, you guys. We've got to take responsibility for our life. Take responsibility for your energy. And when you start doing that, you will begin to you'll start seeing things popping up as opportunities for healing and growth, so you can step out of the old shell and move into the new you. So this is a big change coming up for you, Shelley, but it feels good. Like, I know I know that you've already been doing this, but it feels like you're gonna do it some more. Yeah. Beautiful. Don't overthink things. So this is showing, it's the Nine of Swords. So it's our intellect, our thoughts, our emotion, some emotional stuff coming in. It's like, don't overthink things. The overthinking is actually crowding out, look at this, heart energy and throat chakra energy, which is about expression and living from the heart. Beautiful. Okay, hopefully that helps everybody. And you too, Shelley, since you were our person. Sokol, I hope I'm saying your name right. Would you like a reading? Hello, Helen. Ooh, Sokol. What a cool name. Sokol, if you're here, just let me know. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. If you are here and you've not received a reading yet, pop your note in the chat. For those who, if you're having issues with chat, it could be you need to be on Google Chrome or you need to log into your YouTube account. Some things will say top chat or live chat. Click on the live chat and you should be able to make your comments. Seashell is here too. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Helen is here. Great. Okay. Michelle wants a healing. Sure. Anything specific? ES. Wonderful. Okay. All right. So let's go to Seashell. We're going to go to the Zodiac. I don't really need to use cards, but I like to use cards because it's kind of fun. So Seashell, I keep getting something about a pyramid for you. Do you have a connection to Egypt? Something about an Egyptian pyramid. I'm getting a past life. I'm getting a past life from Egypt that is affecting your abundance. So what comes up with this, Seashell, is in a past life you were a slave, somehow connected to the pyramids. I'm not saying that it was building the pyramids or anything. It could be, but I'm not getting that specific. But it's the feeling of like, is this all there is? And like the inability to be able to see past whatever's kind of going on. It's like, it feels like a pattern or the same thing kind of happening over and over again. So just gonna go in there with your permission. So if you just say yes, just give me permission to go into that situation. We'll just heal it. So that will shift what's happening through your timeline associated with abundance. Yes, please. Okay, great. So just take a couple deep breaths, Seashell. So in this past life, you were a man, and he was so poor, hardly wearing anything, like just like a loincloth, like that poor. And it's the feeling of just being so heavy. I feel like maybe in this life too, you might be feeling some fatigue and this feeling of heaviness. Just take a few deep breaths, and we're just gonna go into there. And it's like they experienced some beatings in that particular life. Yeah, it's like I just see them being beaten down, like even to the ground. And so we're just gonna heal that. And it's like there's a woman in the background, maybe his wife, saying, don't even get your hopes up. Like, don't even try to think that you're gonna get better than this. This is all there is, that kind of thing. So just a lot of hopelessness in that situation. And so as we're healing that, again, he's coming into who he really is. So I'm seeing him stepping up, and there's confidence. And so we're just healing and transforming that life. And the ability to communicate. So the other thing that was happening in that life was being silenced. So there's a silencing that's taking place. So I'm not sure if you experience sore throats or like common things going on with your throat. Could be the neck as well. Just take a couple deep breaths. Don't mind the yawning. That's just like all this expansion coming into your throat chakra and just the whole throat area. So being able to I'm getting communicate eloquently. Yeah. So what I'm seeing happening with that life is actually sort of a turnaround, because the next thing I see is him wearing some fancy, like a fancy outfit, and the shifting of that life, which will actually, and he was, what I'm getting was like patents, like he became an inventor. So he became an inventor, and he created all kinds of different things to serve, I'm getting the king actually. So he actually became in service to the king at the time. And the beauty of this was it shifted everything that was available to him and his family at that particular time. So just taking a few deep breaths. And just put one hand on your diaphragm, so just under the rib cage, and the other one below, just below the belly button. And take a few nice deep breaths. And we're just gonna shift all that heavy energy and the fatigue out of the body. Just gonna go into a little bit of light language. And it's like we're reactivating some DNA that's kind of dormant. I feel like maybe you had some sort of an accident or something, and it's like ever since then, this and this and this happened, like that kind of a situation. So it's affecting the body epigenetically. Ke ata aya shia ramukuto narataya ramukuto oya kitia aya shokunura tukuto narapa aranakuto onaratia rabukunarata ia rabukuto onarata ya shiara. So what's coming up is like the hips, and just like hips and stability and support. And so that also is like mirroring aspects of like stability and support within your life as well. So we're just kind of activating the DNA within that area to help stabilize the body. And it feels like that energy is going to shift down into the legs. So you can, the words I'm hearing is like standing on your own 2 feet. Yeah. So let's see what comes up with the cards. And the word coming up is strategy for you. So it's palace, and strategy is the word. So what I'm hearing is be strategic in your well-being. Be strategic with your well-being. Create some structure if you don't already have it. But I feel like you have some routines, but you're being called to change it up a little bit, that in a way that actually will. Sometimes our bodies get really bored with the same routines. Even our minds and our emotions get bored. So it's like we need to change up our routine sometimes. So if it's like you get up, go to the bathroom, turn the coffee pot on, instead get up, go for a walk, come back, do some stretches, turn the coffee pot on. You know, something like that. Like just shift things up a little bit. So you said you had been told that your throat chakra had been blocked, hips are now a problem, and fatigue is for real. Yeah, so we just hit on all of those things. So it might take a little bit of time for things to shift, but along with that, then also change up your routine or add a couple other things that are going to support your well-being, and that's really going to help a lot. So change and work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel after that? All right, let's see who is next. Let's go for Helen. Helen, I'm just getting Gilded Tarot. Helen, do you work or you have a business? Seashell says, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're feeling lighter. Great. Drink some water because we're moving things energetically and we need water. That's going to help a lot. Helen, I feel like there's something coming up with a business for you. The words coming up is like change in business. I'm hearing change in business as usual. So whatever's business as usual for you, there's a change coming. Because they're also saying transformation. So there's opportunity for transformation, to take place for you. Excuse me. Yeah, and what comes up with this is the 2 of Wands. So this is connected to like 2 paths. So you've got 2 things coming up. So an opportunity to kind of keep things as business as usual, and an opportunity to shift things a little bit for you, and it's connected to your desire. So I feel like your guides are actually saying to you, Helen, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to create right now? If you could create anything and all bets were off and judgment from others and even yourself was off the table, what would you make of your life next? What would you do next? Do that. Do that. Even if it takes you for the rest of your life, but it's like small steps will actually help to support you. So your guides want you to know what would be helpful for you. One is, this is a masculine energy. It's the King of Cups for you, Helen. Helen says she's ready for a shift. Yeah, you're ready, because you know why? Because there's a part of you that's like, okay, I'm done with the ground floor. I'm done with the first floor. And somehow in your consciousness, it knows there's more. There's much more that's possible for you. It's really time to expand. So this guy is like all about, this is about him achieving things. It's about the king energy is a masculine energy. He's able to maintain aspects of maturity and a healthy sense of control related to his emotions as well. So there's a greater sense of you stepping into some pretty big, a bigger or a new level of maturity in your life. and I'm just hearing the word daunting, where something feels daunting, but actually you're going to step into this beautiful masculine energy, which is going to help you. Like this guy is sitting down. He's sitting. He's not even standing. He's sitting, meaning he knows who he is. He has complete control over his mind and his emotions, and he knows what he has achieved and what is possible for him. So there's great understanding. The next one you got was the King of Swords. So this is about our intellect, our thinking. This is about you stepping into a greater level of maturity as well, related to your intellect and thinking, and it's also connected to our career. So your career as well, again, it's all very masculine energies, all masculine. That energy helps us to make decisions and to step forward and to get things done. So it's a productive action type of energy. What precedes that is the intuitive stuff where you're like, okay, I'm ready for a shift. And even if you don't know what that shift is, it's okay. You can say, I'm ready for a shift. Guides, show me what is possible for me. Show me what I need to know. Give me the connections, the people. Help me to know internally where to put my energy as I'm moving forward. But I feel like first, your guides are saying, what do you want to create? So actually think about what you want to create. What would be the best type of job or work situation for you? Is that working for someone? Is that working for yourself? There's all possibilities exist here for you. And then the other one that's coming up here is Neptune, and this is oneness. So it's get into alignment, get yourself into that feeling or sense of being one, fully connected with the heart, the mind, the will, the emotions, the body. Get all of that on board with what it is you want to create, and that alignment will begin to attract and open up new opportunities for you. Beautiful, beautiful. Helen wants to move. It feels daunting. Yeah, it's still possible. It's possible. Even in our unbelief, you guys. So sometimes we think, well, if I'm not always positive about money or positive about abundance, then I'm going to ruin my opportunity to receive. No, you won't. Because while we're in the learning process, we're going to be shedding these beliefs. It's going to come up. Emotions are going to come up. Things are going to come up. So what you can say and what you can do is you can say, even though I feel like this is daunting, or I feel like it's not possible for me to have the money to move, I am open to new possibilities. It can happen. It could happen. So it's like, even though I feel this way, or I'm working through this belief that is saying that it can't happen, I'm also in agreement with it could happen. Could it happen? Could it actually happen? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. It's just possible. So even as we open ourselves up to possibility, we're shifting the energy of things while we're working through stuff. So staying positive all the time is bullshit, okay? That is not reality in our physical world. We've got to work through, we've got to acknowledge, we've got to validate what we're feeling, because the feeling is connected to a past experience, and we need to have many experiences, many positive experiences that help to reinforce what it is we're actually in the process of wanting, manifesting, or moving towards, right? So it's okay. It's okay to say, I'm fearful about this, but it's possible that it could happen. So I'm also opening myself to the possibility of this happening for me, even if I don't know the how part, the details, right? So the main thing really for us when it comes to manifestation is just getting into alignment, right? It's just getting into alignment. When we have an emotion or something's going on, it's just telling us that something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel good. Something's not in alignment. And the moment we pay attention to it, we go, okay, what's not in alignment? What about this doesn't feel good for me? And address it, validate the fear. fear is very valid. You've had many experiences probably where moving is an uncomfortable type of thing, but it doesn't have to be moving forward. It could be something else. It's possible that something else could open up in such a beautiful way that you'll be like, wow, this was the easiest move ever. I've had that happen. I've literally had that happen, like the easiest move ever. And the provision came and everything like in such a beautiful way while I was working through some of the fear and some of the worry around the house and the details. That's the brain getting in the way. So just go into your heart space. So I hope that helps you and helps those who are watching as well, because we all have stuff to work through. And this positive thing where we sideline emotions that don't feel good is not helpful. And it actually can create a whole bunch of other mental and emotional health issues if we don't address the other emotions that don't help us to feel good, right? So it's not about being on the positivity train. That can be good, but at the same time, that's not helpful when it comes to our mental emotional health. We've got to validate, we've got to look at those emotions, the things that don't feel good, and then we can, as we do the healing work, we can also say, while I'm healing, this could happen, right? This could happen for me. I could get a check for $20,000 in the mail. I could get that. I'm open to those possibilities, right? While I'm like, I'm not sure how my rent is going to be paid this month. I feel the fear of that. That's very valid. That's connected to my survival, right? So we validate all of that. And we also ask, okay, how can I help you? How can I help myself, right? I talk to the part of me that is uncomfortable with stuff, and like it's another person. I go, how can I help you feel a little better today? Well, I just need you to go for a walk. Okay, so I go for a walk. And then I tune again, how are we feeling, right? I might be feeling a little bit lighter. And then I can begin to shift into some of the other more positive ways of opening up to things. Beautiful. Okay. Who else do we have? I just have a couple more minutes here. And ES, are you still here? ES, ES. ES, like yes, ES. Righty-o. You are still here. Beautiful. I keep getting this word conjunction that was coming up earlier tonight. Conjunction, conjunction. So look up the word conjunction. That's the first thing for you. Okay, yes, let's see. What else is coming up for you? Stuff around your intuition. So I'm just hearing like your third eye is opening up, and I'm hearing like, don't be afraid. Speak what you see, even if it's written down. I see you doing some channeling and like automatic writing. So through writing, you're going to receive messages. And I feel like I just hear the word conjunction. I knew there was a song. Okay, I knew there was a song. Conjunction, conjunction. What's your function? Yeah, that's great. Hi, Linda. Great to see you on. Yeah, and so you're being encouraged just to actually sit down and just start like writing, but don't think about what you're writing. And I feel like maybe at first it might be coming out as gibberish, but it will begin to make sense. So I feel like there's information coming through from other guides, other beings that are here to serve and support and to bring wisdom through you. I'm just hearing the guides say that you have a lot of wisdom to share, and teaching is one of your modalities that you're meant to teach. Yes. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune comes up for you. So again, this is about lots of new opportunities coming up, things coming into your field. So the field is open. We're talking about energetic field. The energetic field is open, and things that have felt discombobulated are going to kind of begin to fit together. So this card speaks to me a lot about things, about how things are working and like mechanically. So, excuse me, Must be some releasing here happening. Sometimes we can feel like things are like this and it needs to be like this so that everything fit together. So there's a fitting, there's a turning of something going on. It's like the turning of a wheel to allow for things that feel discombobulated to actually come into alignment. And I see that happening with your left and right brain as well, and the hips and the feet. So connections to left to brain, to the hips and to the feet that are going to allow you to actually step forward. So they're showing me like almost as if your right leg is stepping forward, but the left one is stepping backward, right? So it's things in your life coming into alignment. So there's opportunity for healing and there's opportunity for forward movement. And these things are going to come together really nicely. So I'm just hearing, just trust the process, okay? So just trust the process. All will be well. And the outcome here is the Three of Cups. This is about community, friendship, and collaboration. So you're being invited to broaden your field a little bit to allow for more collaboration to take place. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to do a collective reading. I know I'm not getting to everyone, but my guides are like, time is up. So okay, so I'm just gonna see here. So I want everybody to pick A, B, or C and pop your note in the chat. Pick a letter, A, B, or C. And we're gonna do a reading for A's, B's, and C's. So even if you already received a reading, or if you're watching the replay later on, this will be a collective reading for everybody for the rest of this week. A, B, or C. Just give you another few seconds here. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, I would really love it if you would. That would be amazing. That would be really, really awesome if you are interested and this channel resonates with you. I'm on most Wednesday nights. Next week will be Thursday night at 7 p.m., same time as tonight. And I do readings and energy healing a couple times a month. And then also I do some teaching and giving you tips and taking you through stuff to really help you on your spiritual journey. And I also do some interviews as well with people who also have something to share and some tips and just to encourage the collective. So yeah, okay. So we got everybody's A's, B's, and C's. Wow, we just had all this stuff just flying right out. Okay then, well, we have our cards. Okay. All right, so let's go to, let's go to C's. So we're gonna do C first. Okay, so the C's. So the first thing that's coming up for those who picked C is the Hierophant. So this is about your spiritual journey. So your focus this week, especially even until the end of the month, is very much connected to your spiritual journey. This can be connected to aspects of faith, religion, institutions, and things like that as well. But I feel like for you, you're on this process of really connecting to the things that are being awakened in you. There's an awakening that's taking place. So you're on this spiritual journey, a deeper awakening. I feel like some of your desires are even coming. It's like, and I feel like some of you might even not know what they are, but you just feel like kind of this rumbling going on internally. It's because the glass ceiling is going to be broken through. You're going to break through that, and you're in an ascension process, meaning we're learning to ascend or to come up from where we were. So whatever the awareness is or consciousness that you're in right now, you're coming into another phase. And I'm hearing it's the by me phase. So you're leaving anything related to a victim mentality. Doesn't mean you haven't been a victim before. That's different. This is about a state of consciousness where it's like everything's happening to me. Why is it happening to me? Why are they doing this? Who's to blame for this? And instead you're taking responsibility and you're shifting into the manifestor phase. And the manifestor phase is all about life is happening by me. You can take responsibility. You can use your connection to, prayer, you can use affirmations, you know that there is something that you can do about where you are. So this is a masculine energy, and you're stepping into that so that you begin, as you take responsibility for your own life, for your energy. That also means that you can step into a new level of joy, of happiness, right? You don't have to stay where you are. No matter where you are, you can always shift and move. So you're coming into that beautiful phase. And then the outcome of this process is it's got the Fool. And the Fool is about inspiration. It's like new things, like anything is possible. So you're stepping from the happening to me to by me, and you're moving into the anything is possible phase, right? This could happen, and new creative energy is also going to flow there for you. So I hope that helps the C's. So I'm getting for the B's. So we're going to do B's next. Kit says I have the same deck. It's well worn now. Yeah, I have lots of decks as well, and this is such a beautiful deck. I use it a lot. Okay, so for the B's, the Seven of Swords is coming up here. So the Seven of Swords has to do with a few things. One is alliances. This is what I'm hearing for you. It's time for you to practically assess your alliances. What are you married to? Right? So this could actually be an actual marriage or relationships, but it's very much, what is it that you are committed to? It's time for you to look at your commitments and make sure that they're in alignment. Are you in alignment with what you've committed to, with what you desire? Are you also in service to those alliances or partnerships? So for some, it'll be work related. Some of it will be, relationships. Some of this is like, again, we're talking about abundance and even money. Where are you putting your money, right? Not only that, this also is connecting in with aspects of your thinking. So how am I thinking about my loyalties? How am I thinking about the things that I'm in alliance to, or that I have been? What is my thinking? Is my, do I have stinking thinking? Right? So I feel like I'm just hearing the guides saying to the B's, it's time to make some changes. There's a few changes coming up, and some of it is routine, because they're bringing up stuff around patterns of thinking, right? So patterns where we have stinking thinking, patterns where we have stinking self-talk, right? Or we hear our mother's voice, I told you so, or whatever it was, right? So it's like, what is it that I'm needing to pay attention to in terms of alliances, or like, what am I giving all my time and energy to? And am I still called to do that, right? So this could be extracurricular activities, it could be a project, it could be work stuff, could be relationships. For each person, it's gonna be a little bit different, but it's time to take stock. And then the other piece of this is around sort of like, holding and letting go of what is no longer in alignment, and keeping that which is. And what's coming is illumination. So there's things, illumination coming. And the outcome of that is going to be you stepping into more stable alignment with your desires. So there's a lot of celebration. So there's opportunity for celebration and more joy in your life by looking at, what are you aligned to? What are your alliances? Are they good for you? Right? Could be an addiction. What are you addicted to? Is it media? Is it food? Is it always got to have somebody around you? Shopping, like whatever it is, right? So look at those alliances, because they pull energy if it's not in alignment and congruent with who you are and your purpose. Okay, so that's the B's. And now we're going to do the A's. Beautiful. Okay, so for the A's, this is the King of Cups. So for the A's, you're coming into a time over these next couple of weeks where you're going to rule over your emotions. Now, this is not about bypassing emotions. You're going to learn how to manage, how to there's another word, but I can't think of it right now. But how to regulate. There we go. How to regulate. You're coming into self-regulation. Look at this person. They're just very calm. You're coming into this time of a feeling of calmness, the ability to express lots of light, feeling lighter, and then also being the king over your emotions. So being able to manage them, to nurture, to love them, to protect, right? So there's a masculine energy that helps to protect. So it's protecting the parts of us that feel really vulnerable. You get to be that for you. You don't need anybody else to be that for you. You need to be that for you, right? You're the one who's being called to sit in that energy. And as you do, and as you nurture, as you bring that masculine energy in to sort of father, right? Some of us, we need to reparent parts of ourselves because we didn't maybe get what we needed. And even if you had great parents, they weren't mind readers, so they wouldn't have known. So you might even have some emotional things coming up from family or past experiences. Don't bypass it. Understand that it's an opportunity for healing for you guys. A's. And the outcome of that is the Hermit here. So the Hermit, this is about revelation and understanding and new insight coming as a result of reflection, right? So taking that time to reflect, taking the time to go inward is actually going to give you great strength. It's going to allow you to sit in your power and to be who you are meant to be. And that beautiful reflection can be so helpful for us, especially in a very noisy world. So that time for reflection is really important for you A's. So that's what I have for everyone tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, it'll be Thursday. I'm not sure what the date is, but I'll pop it in. You can look under my lives and it shows what's coming up. Next week, we're talking about money and manifestation. So I'm going to be channeling a message, channeling tips, answering any questions that people have. So it's not a reading type of style, but if you have questions about your life, those kinds of things, sometimes the guides will come in and share for the good of everyone in terms of ways to be able to shift whatever is needed in your life. So money and manifestation, come and see us same time, but next Thursday next week. I believe that's the 27th. And would love to see you. Have a great evening. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.